now working with Justin Peel. What's it been like being the most tenured guy in the position room, and then how are you attacking this offseason knowing that you could potentially be the guy?
Yeah, I'm just attacking this offseason like I have every other year. You know, coming in every day, there's only one thing you can do, and that's work and compete. And just as a team, everybody that's been here, I think we've been doing a great job of it. Obviously not having Zach here, a new position coach, things are a little bit different, but I think we've handled it, no problem. I think we're doing a great job.
And if I could follow up, there's two guys in that room, Tyree and Hakeem, who are making the conversion over to tight end really for the first time this offseason. How have they progressed so far?
Yeah, both those two have been doing a great job, learning a lot. You can see their improvement each and every day. And, you know, playing the amount of football I have in the NFL, it's been fun to kind of coach them a little bit, watch, see what they do, and, you know, try to make them a better player. Just like I had great veterans helping me do the same thing. I want to keep that going.
Go ahead, Dave, and then Jeff McLean.
Hey, Dallas. How's it going?
Good.
It's kind of hard to believe that you're entering year 4 already. Where do you think you rank among tight ends in the league, and what's the next step for you?
Yeah, year 4 is crazy. The first 3 years flew by. Looking forward to this year 4. You know, where I rank, we got a lot of good tight ends in the league. I think I'm up there at the top. But for me, the biggest thing is to get back into the playoffs. My first 2 years, I was able to make the playoffs. Last year, it wasn't a fun year not going there, having an early exit out of here. You know, that's not what we want as a team. So, you know, getting back on track, getting more wins in the win column and making it back to the playoffs, that's the ultimate goal. Obviously, I have high expectations for myself. I hold myself to a high standard. But, you know, I'm just going to do whatever I can to help the team win games.
Go ahead, Jeff, and then Bo.
Dallas, with you being eligible to get a contract extension this offseason, did the Eagles approach you? And was it something that you wanted to hold off on because you felt maybe a 4th year would benefit you more?
Yeah, you know, I think contract stuff is still in discussions a little bit. You know, I'm not too worried about that. I have to go out there and play really good football. I got to worry about getting 1% better each and every day, finding my one-ups. Whatever they are each and every day, focusing on that. You know, I'm leaving my contract stuff to my agent. He does a great job with that. That's why I pay him. But, you know, I just got to go out here every day, continue to work and continue to get better.
Bo, and then Zach.
Hey, Dallas. Along those lines, you know, you talked in the past, you know, when Zach's contract was in discussion about how the tight end market across the league is a little bit lower than maybe it should be. Is that something that you are sort of focused on helping to raise that market whenever it is that you do hit the market?
Yeah. Obviously, everybody out here wants to get as much money as they can. Like I said last time, George Kittle helped it out. Travis Kelce helped it out. The 2 signings from the Patriots helped it out. And that's just kind of what we got to do as tight ends, you know our value and hold the organizations to as much as we can get and continue to raise that bar.
Go ahead, Zach, and then Les.
Hey, Dallas, you were obviously slowed by injuries last year. Is there anything that you identified this offseason that you could improve health-wise, or was it simply the luck of the draw there?
Yeah. Week 3, when I broke my ankle, fractured my ankle, that was just kind of bad luck. Miscommunication on a play. D lineman fell on it, and it's just tough to not break your ankle when it breaks. But yeah, obviously there's things that I can do better to help myself with the little soft tissue stuff. And I think I did a good job. Had a new trained in a new spot with new people. Had physical therapy there. Worked with them a little bit more this year. So hopefully that pays off with dividends.
If you care to share, what's the new place you worked out at?
It was Sanford Power in Irvine. It was their first year. They bought the gym. I think they did an incredible job. It was really fun. You know, I felt like I got better out there this year for sure.
Les, and then Martin.
Dallas. Obviously, Zach's in a tough spot here. He's not with you guys, but he's not gone either. do you talk to him, and what do you think he's? How do you think he's getting through this? Do you expect to see him back with the Eagles at some point?
Yeah, I've talked to Zach a handful of times. His situation, like you said, it is tough. I don't know a ton about, his relationship, whatever's happened with the Eagles. That's really none of my business to ever really know. But, the conversations we have, we're friends, We've been here for a while. We've got to know each other. We'll talk about anything and everything. I always enjoy talking to him, sitting down. We had lunch a couple times, and then we just text back and forth about any and everything.
Has he mentioned anything about possibly playing with the Eagles this year?
I don't feel like that's really my place, even to ask him that. So if you would want to tell me, I'd support him anyway, what he wants to do. But I don't feel like that's my place to be asking him what his plan is. We'll take him back here. The more good players we have here, the better. But if it's not the right situation for him, that's his decision ultimately.
Go ahead, Martin, and then John.
Hey, Dallas. I was wondering what it says for you. That the Eagles obviously seem pretty comfortable with you coming back as the top tight end on the team and everything. And also, how much has Zach kind of helped you over the past few years kind of to get to this point?
Yeah, Zach's been an incredible mentor to me. The way he attacked every day, how much he knew about the playbook, how much he knew about opposing defenses. We'd leave the huddle as a rookie, and he'd tell me what I was doing, who I was going to block, and I'm like, we're not even to the line of scrimmage yet. So just the way he approached everything, the way he was able to dissect defense, the way he was able to attack leverage, learning from him was one of the biggest blessings of my career. The Eagles showing me or believing in me to be the number one tight end. If he doesn't come back, it obviously just shows that my hard work's been paying off. What I do out on the field, they can see it as well as I can.
And if I could follow up really quickly, I was wondering if you and Joe Flacco kind of had something going with the South Dakota State Delaware semifinal game.
Yeah, I messaged him a little bit before, and he got back to me and he said whatever he said. We didn't make a bet or anything. His old head coach is now the head coach at
Sam Houston.
Sam Houston. So we played them in the national championship, and he got the best of me there. So it looks like we're 1-1 right now.
All right, thanks.
We'll go to John and then Ed.
Hi, Dallas. Your fourth year, but obviously first time as a pro that you've had the coaching change. So just curious how much different it's been for you to have that new voice, not only Nick, but Shane as well, new position coach. How much different has it been?
It's a lot different. When I walked in, it was right after the Super Bowl. They had their offense in place. They knew what they were going to do. A lot of the players at the time were obviously everyone was older than me because I was a rookie. But with this new coaching staff, it's been a lot of fun. I feel like we have a younger team right now. The energy has been great. I think the way they're teaching stuff, the way we're learning the offense, I think it's going to be really good. I think these coaches have done a phenomenal job. And, I'm really excited to go out there and show everybody what we can do when time comes.
We'll take a couple more here, so we'll go to Ed, Mike, and Jeff.
Hi, Dallas. I know you mentioned that you're let your agent handle the contract stuff, but I was curious if you had a preference as to, would you rather sign going into the season to have that long-term security, or would you rather play out your fourth year and try to raise your value even more?
Yeah, that's always a tough situation for me. If I could get the contract extension, I would love to be in Philly forever. Having that. The second contract is the ultimate goal, so the sooner you can get to it, I feel like it's the better. But either way, whether I get it or not, I'm going to have the same mentality. I have to go in there, have a good year. We got to make the playoffs. We got to get more wins than we did last year.
Go ahead, Mike.
Dallas, I was curious, watching Jalen Hurts throughout his rookie season and then getting to work with him in the offseason program, how does his game complement the tight end position as a passer?
Yeah, I think playing with Jalen is going to be a lot of fun. In the pass game, obviously he can do it all. He can make plays. He can extend plays. He does a great job keeping his eyes downfield, but when he needs to run, yeah, he can obviously take off. We all know that. And then even for me in the run game, he makes it so much easier. Whether he can do a quarterback read, things like that, there's going to be less times that I'm going to have to be going against defensive ends, trying to cut them off, trying to base block them front side, because of what Jalen can do with his feet. So I think having him in the backfield just makes my job easier all around, and just opportunity for more bigger plays.